mean, we watched that film the other day. But because there's the bit where he's, you know, where it's like coming to the end, and he's like all injured, and the blonde lady's about to go off and switch everything back on.
Yeah.
And Jeff Goldblum, you know, Ian, the chaotician, is sitting there, and he's like this, and his like shirt's open, and it became a meme of him sitting like that.
Insert meme, and then see whether Ross looks like that.
He's sort of sitting like this, but he looks cooler, and he's got his chest exposed. Anyway.
New workout for the CrossFit competition that we're doing has just been released, like one of the qualifiers, so I'm just going to look at it now. First, reactions. I don't understand.
This is really confusing.
We're going to come back once we understand, because this doesn't make any sense. So after that confusing workout announcement, I'm going to have a protein shake before we go to the shop to do a weekly food shop, and I was going to take you guys with me so you could see what I eat. Ross looks like he wants to say something.
I was going to say, what do you mean confusing?
Not entertained.
Protein shake.
Still not really sure what the hell is going on, but hey ho. Protein shake, food shop. Let's go. So we were actually meant to go to a huge local supermarket that we have called Carrefour, but it was actually shut. So we ended up going to this really cute, like little grocery health store thing, which was like all organic produce and stuff, and honestly the food was to die for. The hummus was amazing. The melon that Ross was holding there was the freshest melon I've ever had, and it was so good. So because the shop was closed, we did end up having to kind of like mishmash a lunch together, but it ended up being really delicious. So we roasted some butternut squash with some chickpeas with a little bit of paprika and salt, and then we had just like some garlic paprika chicken, as well as a like Greek salad on the side and some corn on the cob. It was honestly banging. Much recommend. So welcome back to a regular Tuesday training session. So Tuesday sessions for me is when I work on my snatch. So as you would have just seen, I do like a pretty thorough warm up in my flat shoes. So these are Rads, love Rads, recommend Rads for lifting, great. So I do a lot of like warming up and stuff in my Rads because, well, for one, CrossFit, you need to be able to lift in flat shoes. And two, I have found my mobility has improved so much since I started doing CrossFit. Since I started lifting in flats, like putting myself in positions in flats, squatting in flats, and actually trying to move within that range of motion with flat shoes on instead of always relying on lifters. So top tip for mobility is to work through that range of motion in flat shoes and not too heavily rely on lifting shoes. I then had, for the first time ever, work up to a like pretty heavy single. I haven't really gone above 65 for full snatches on purpose. I've missed a few power snatches as full snatches at like 70 or 68. So this was pretty big. Like when I saw this on the program, I was pretty nervous. But I knew that Ross wouldn't have put it on there if he didn't think that I could do it. So I went in pretty happy like to do it. Obviously it came around to 72. I missed the first one forward. I don't really know what happened. I think I just didn't extend fully, didn't like fully trust myself to get under it. So because I felt like I definitely could do it, I just went to set up again straight away and tried to hit it again. Obviously didn't go to plan, which is totally fine. Like I was a little bit frustrated, but it is what it is. Went behind, so I'm giving it enough. I just need to have more commitment under the bar and be more aware of where the bar is instead of just like swinging and like pulling. After that, I just did some heavy pulls at 85 kilos, just to the power position to kind of reinforce that after the knee, like pull it in, because that's something that I struggle with. So those were pretty good. Next was this absolutely back-breaking workout. Now, I've never really been someone to like struggle with back pain or like pumpy back stuff, but I found CrossFit to be super back pumpy. I don't know whether it's because there's so much core stuff that my core is always tired or what it is. But what I found recently in certain workouts is that if we program within workouts higher sets of toes to bar, so here we had sets of 15, if we program in higher sets of toes to bar, I will do it as one set if I know that I have sufficient rest between other things. And by programming in higher sets, like bigger sets, I then like build my confidence as to like knowing that I could do bigger sets. So here I did all 4 sets of 15 unbroken, and I have recently been doing sets of 19 unbroken, which is huge for me, like really big improvement. So I think trying to program in things where, oh yeah, that snatch went really wrong. I just like gave it so much because I thought I wouldn't have anything. But programming in sets where you will feel fresher and feel more confident and build that confidence with higher sets is super important. If you can do it, I would 100% recommend it, because it has made such a big difference with my CrossFit. Like programming in bigger sets, being more confident, knowing that I can do those bigger sets, a little bit under fatigue, but knowing that I can still do it is super helpful, and it saves so much time. Like instead of re-gripping and like going into it, super helpful. So this workout was quite hard. I will obviously put the workout up on the screen now, so that if you guys do want to have a go, please do. The barbells aren't too heavy and it does decrease, so it's more about trying to keep a consistent pace and keeping your heart rate down, getting as many snatches in. It was a good workout. I found it good. I did 8 snatches the first round, 10 snatches the second round, 12 snatches the third round, and 16 snatches on the last round, just because I could easily muscle snatch it like this. So it was just easy. This was actually the only workout that we managed to do today, because we had to go home for me to be able to get some physio. So I haven't been like struggling too much with pain or anything. Like I've been managing my leg pain pretty well, but we get physio once a month just to kind of like, I don't know, it feels like he's beating me up when he's doing it, but he's just kind of rejigging and like crunching and like massaging. It's just like a deep like stretch session basically, and it really helps me feel fresher and feel like good. I will kind of let you guys know what I think of the dry needling and stuff like that, because it's the first time that I've ever done it, and I will keep you up to date. But yeah, I do recommend having like, even if it's just to chill out or like mentally feeling like you've had treatment to make you feel like you're more recovered, I just found it helpful. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel, because there's so much exciting CrossFit stuff and I can't wait to share it with all of you.